So it has been a little while since I did one of these dollar a day prepping videos. The last time that I did one, the ground was still frozen and I was trying to divert the water off of my driveway and get it on down the road. Well, the ground has thawed. Everything is dry. It has not rained, so it has been a while. The month of May was just extremely busy for me, just trying to get trees for the sawmill, take care of my baby chicks, which we're still in the middle of that process. Try to get my garden area not only set up, more raised beds made, and more dirt made, and get everything planted. Plus I still had work, and trying to get things milled on the sawmill to keep people happy. I've just been busy, and I really haven't been doing a whole lot of time, or spending a whole lot of time going to the stores. But this last weekend, I decided I needed to stop so that I could get this series completed and get on with the next part of how I see this series progressing for after the first year. So this is going to be for weeks 46, 47, and 48. And let's get into what So here we go. I got a 20-pound bag of rice, long grain rice, extra long enriched rice, a thing of soy sauce, just the store brand, the Kroger brand, 32 ounces. And do you remember when these sugars used to be a 5-pound bag? Well, now they make them 4 pounds. For the rice, 20-pound bag was $13.99. The soy sauce was $3.99. And I'm not sure what happened to the receipt for the sugar. I can't find it, but I do know that was pretty cool. There's my shadow. That sugar was $2.69, and then an additional 7 cents in tax just for the sugar. So let's get into the numbers here really quick. $3.99 for the soy sauce, $13.99 for the rice, 45 cents on that receipt for the sales tax, 2.5% sales tax. And I still think it's crazy that they charge you a sales tax on food items, but they do. So the balance on the rice and the soy sauce was $18.43, plus $2.76 for the 4 pounds of sugar. That's $2.69 plus 7 cents for the tax. I started out, if you remember from the last dollar a day preps, I had 57 cents left over. For 3 weeks, that means I had $21.57. And if you take the amount that I spent, $18.43 for this receipt and $2.76 for the sugar, that means I have 38 cents that will roll over into the next dollar a day prep. And I'm not sure if I'm going to end the series next time or if I'm going to divide the last 4 weeks into 2 more $1-a-day preps. I'm not sure. Kind of depends upon what I find. I already have the money set aside for those. I just have to see what I find this next week for deals. And I'm trying to give you some ideas other than just rice and beans and stuff. I'm trying to come up with other ideas of what you can be putting off to the side. And I know that after the first year is done and I show you the pile of food that I got for the $1-a-day preps, then I am going to transition into a little bit different ideas of what we can do for our $1-a-day preps. And hopefully this has encouraged a few people who thought that they could not do the preps, they could not prepare. Hopefully it's encouraged a few people to at least start and put a little bit aside, because even if there's always, I believe that there's always going to be food in the grocery stores. There's always going to be some kind of food on the shelves. It's just whether or not you can afford it at the time. My theory is I put the rice aside now, which I can store for 30 years. First I'll freeze it for 3 or 4 days. I'll just put it in a freezer so that it kills all of the bugs in there. And then I save 2-liter bottles, and I save the Gatorade bottles. Any type of bottle, I save that. I'll dump the rice in that. And then with oxygen absorbers, I'll put the oxygen absorber in there. I'll tighten it down really tight so that all of the air is eaten out of the bottle. And that will allow me to put this into long-term storage for up to 30 years. I believe I'll be using it before that 30 years is up, the way things are going, but it gives me the option of eating it 30 years from now at today's prices, rather than whatever price it's going to be 30 years from now. What's your prediction? How expensive do you think a 20-pound bag of rice would be 30 years from now if things keep going the way they're going? That might be something you could leave in the comments. What do you think these prices are going to do? Because the sugar is another thing that it'll store forever. And all you have to do is put that into a container of some sort that seals it off from moisture rather than the air. You don't want to put any oxygen absorbers in with the sugar, because then it'd just become rock hard. But if you put this in a container and keep the moisture away from it, that will store forever. That is my $1-a-day prep for this week, or for this set of, there's a 3-week period. I just have 49, 50, 51, and week number 52 to go. And then it will be the big reveal. And like I said, I'm not sure if I'll do the last 4 weeks worth all at the same time, or if I will divide it up into 2-week increments. We'll see how that goes. Thank you for watching this edition of Not So Remote Alaska. And until next time, may God bless and keep each and every one of you. And with that, I'm out.